Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello. It sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty good. I've got uh music playing, but you can't hear it because otherwise YouTube will take down my fucking stream again. So it's gonna be just just my voice while I listen to music. Guys, I've been on a. I don't know what to do with the mess. I just wipe it off after. Fuck it. I've been on a sort of hand wood, sort of a wooden hand, sort of a carving wood or whittling, maybe. I don't know if it's technically whittling. I think whittling is a specific type of hand wooden hand wood carving, and I've been. That's not. Be better down here, maybe. I've got a little guy. It's pretty very basic right now, but it's sort of a little guy. You know, that's it. It's just a little guy from a stick in near my home, and I'm using this very old box cutter. Just a box cutter blade because I haven't got the proper kit yet. But I'm gonna order a proper kit. So chillax. Has it been difficult doing this with just the box cutter and random wood from outside and not proper wood? Sure, probably. I don't know. This is my first time. I don't know how difficult it is. Probably it's though. It's hard. It's getting harder now that now that I've actually cut it down to a proper size and I'm starting to get into details. I'm gonna have to get to the face. This is the head. This is like a hat thing. It looks more like a Santa hat now. I was originally wanted it to be like, I don't know, like a gnome's hat or maybe like a wizard hat or something, but sort of looks just like a Santa hat. So maybe this like a Christmas ornament. And I've been trying to get rid of these holes, but because they look like nipples right now, unfortunately, because that is where the chest is. This is the head, chest, arms, and then eventually I'm going to do legs and then shoes. And that's pretty much it. We're just we're just carving, basically, you know. Where should I get started? Head, mid, back needs thinning down pretty drastically. So that's pretty much how I do it. I just sort of carve it. Oh, you can't really see. Let me try and get a better angle of this. Carve. Let me boost it. Use my phone. Oh, and I'll add it. Add a vape. Sure. Now you can probably, hopefully, see a bit better. I am not going to have good technique. I do not know what I'm doing. I haven't really looked up any guides beyond just getting into a sort of TikTok rabbit hole of being shown people carving random stuff, and I didn't follow a guide. I'm not following any kind of. I just figured, I'll try and vaguely make a person shape. Oh no, that's fun. I need to round that out anyway. See, it's getting harder now. The box cutter, I have realised, is a sort of added challenge of getting the specifics on top of that. Getting the added challenge. But you basically just want to slice, make slices, and then sort of slice it off. That's pretty much it. You just keep sort of like peeling a potato that just never ends and gets more and more dense and hard and difficult as you get deeper to the core. I realised that about wood. It gets very dense, like the further you carve, it becomes more difficult. And I think this box cut is getting very blunt. But I'll get the kit. I'll get the kit. I don't know where to get it from. Like, I figured like Amazon is probably the only option really. Maybe I could go to like Hobbycraft. I don't know if they would. But I'm nervous about getting a shitty knife. He says while using a box cut, but if I'm going to invest in a carving knife, I don't want it to like snap. I'm really surprised that this blade has like held up and not just like snapped into pieces at some point. This is a tough blade. So we're basically just thinning down the back right now so that we can have a sort of neck-ish thing and more of a pronounced arm and leg area. So you want to sort of, when it gets stuck like this, you want to perforate. You want to slice it at the root and then just clean it up. Well, look at that. It looks exactly the same. And that's the beauty about wood carving. Well, maybe I'm just bad at it, and also I'm using a box cut, but it's very slow. It's taken me it's taken like 10 hours so far. If this breaks in half, I'm gonna absolutely lose it. Well, I don't know, I just got recommended it on TikTok, and I just thought, that looks like fun. Reese, you could be you've always fancied yourself a sort of a man of the woods, sort of woodsman lumberjack type. They've always said to me, Reese, you've got the build for a lumberjack. It's a damn shame you don't put those guns to work. And so, I feel like this is my step into it, really, before I eventually get my cabin in the woods. Got to is perforating the word? Got to make lines in the wood with the tip. But yeah, it's been pretty fun. Guys, go carve some wood. You don't need anything, it turns out. Like, literally just go find a big stick and whatever knife you've got that ideally you don't eat food with. It's pretty fun. Pretty pretty fun. When I started, I was pretty ambitious. I thought eventually I can carve like a chess set or something. But now that I've started this, I've realised that trying to carve a chess set for me would be a decade-long goal. So I'm going to start a lot smaller and just try to make random guys and whatever. I should probably follow a guide. But all the guides, like every guide I've watched for wood carving is just like draw the vague shape of what you want to carve and then carve it. You dummy. Like there's never any more detailed than just like draw a vague outline with a pencil and then fucking carve it. Like what else do you want from me? I could be a wood carving tutorial guy. Just fucking carve it, bro. What do you want? Like, why are you overthinking it? Just fucking use the knife. But you gotta go with the grain or against the grain. I can't remember which one. You've got to go against or with it. There's a specific direction to cut. If I was to turn it around and start cutting this side, it would be impossible. It would keep flaking, and so if you start slicing, it feels like it's really resisting you. Like it's normal for it, especially right now, because my box cut shit. But I'm just repeating the vague information I learned before I jumped head first into this hobby. I don't know how much to take away from the back and body. That might be enough. Maybe enough. Maybe. I don't know. I guess I should start going for. Smooth out the head a bit. Get this more. Create a bit of a neck. Maybe. I really hope no one who actually carves wood watches this, because they're going to be pissed. I keep blubbing shit everywhere. Guys, make sure you're in a well-ventilated room. I am not, but I think it's fine for the carving part of it. It seems like it's only really an issue inhaling wood dust when you're doing like extreme sanding and filing. I don't think this really releases much dust. This is gonna be a motherfucker, I'll tell you. A box car? Why is this kid using a box car? Why is this fucking dummy using a box car? I can't even sing along to the songs, guys, because you can't hear it. But trust me, there's a banger on right now. This bit's gonna be. Oh my god, guys, it's so hot in my flat. It's 25 degrees today. In my flat, I think it's like 30. Can you believe I haven't cut myself doing this yet? I'm very surprised. I thought, I mean, it's getting precarious now because I'm having to get to some weird positions, but it's. I thought I would. Thought would have bled a few more times by now. But I'm still Where'd you gonna leave it there for today, boys. But as if can I make this clearer? How do you do that professional thing? I should know. I'm a filmmaker, technically. This way for that. This way. It's sort of like rubbing your belly. I've basically just evened out the head. There's the nips still. Haven't got rid of those. Basically evened out the head a little more, given the arms a bit more definition. I'm definitely struggling with the sides. I mean, it's going to help when I have a different tool, but I'm definitely struggling with the sides where my left hand, you know, like this bit is a lot more, I don't know if you can see that, it's a lot more pronounced than this bit, which is a lot more smooth. And that's because I can't get into the nitty gritty here because I'm left-handed. But still got to even that a bit out. I want it to all be the same height. But that's basically it. The hat's slightly deeper now. Mostly was just working on the chest, the back, and the head. Look at that. Basically the same. But that's wood carving for you. It will be. And look at this, guys. I made it barely even enough that it can technically sit. I mean, you wouldn't want to, but it can technically. It is flat enough to stand at this. Look at that. Look at that. No hands, no strings, just straight wood sitting there. I carved that. I smoothed that out. You can see it's how smooth it is. You can totally see how even that is. But yeah, little guy, little wood guy, basically. What should I do with this when I'm finished it? Should I was thinking I should like dig a hole and then bury it like 10 feet underground. And then some fucking stupid ass archaeologist is gonna dig it up one day and think that it's way older than it actually. Well, I guess they can tell, can't they, with the wood ages? I don't know. Can they could probably date it. But it would confuse them for a good second before they ran it through the system, for sure. It would give them a moment of puzzlement. So that's the number one idea of what I have. What I'm thinking of doing with it right now. Or I'll just put it on the windowsill. But it might need to be a bit it might need to be a bit more. There's a sweet spot right there. Look at that. Little gnome guy. Little hat guy. Little nipple hat guy. The nipples were accidental. Well, you know, natural wood has. And that's that. And that's basically that.